Hey guys, just gonna be having a video for you today. This is about Master Tier-ish, Grandmaster. I'm starting to play with a lot of the streamers. I think I played like 2 games yesterday with like Scara or whatnot. I've been stuck Master 0 LP for a little bit. I think I'm up right now to like 84 LP or something like that. I only got a couple hundred more LP to go, and then your boy will be Grandmaster or Challenger. It's one of the two. And I want to let you know I was losing a lot of games at 0 LP Masters, right? Like, don't let it dissuade you. If you just seen that, that was me tabbing out in games, so don't worry about that. Sorry about that. You might see that one more time. You know, your boy be watching stuff on a second monitor, just grinding through the game or whatnot. And we get a double Akshan opener, and I know I'm going Akshan reroll here. You know, I got a comment on one of my YouTube videos recently, which I like the engagement. I would like to see more comments that are actually like centralized towards like improving or like stuff like that over just like criticism. But the comment was, what am I supposed to do? The person was talking about they just hit diamond and they were trying to figure out what do they do when all the main comps are getting contested. Now, in TFT, this is not a balanced game, okay? I just want to say that off the rip. It's not a balanced game, it never has been, it never will be, okay? There's just always going to be comps that are definitely better than other comps. So what I recommended the person do is play whatever upgraded units you get off the rip. Like, just take the free upgrades you get. And on, like, you could see earlier in this set, it was a level 7 roll down meta where, like, people would hit level 7 and they just roll down all their cash and just try to hit 2-star 4 costs. And based upon that, they would go for whatever comp they hit. And that's kind of what you have to do as well, right? Whatever 2-star 4 cost you hit, you gotta pivot into. And there's also just standalone units that are always just going to be good, right? You can always throw a J4-2 out on the board, a Shen 2. These are just always going to be good units you can put out there, right? So try to find pivotable units and just, you're building roughly the same items, right? That you're just going to transfer. Choose net neutral items to build so you're always able to pick up a new avenue. If 3 people are going, you know, Ionia Yasuo or something like that, build Hodge, build Giant Slayer, you know, build Sunfire, build these items that you can pivot. Because an example is, if you are going, let's say, like Challengers, and you were going like Yasuo Kaisa, and you're not able to hit, you could always go Gwen as a carry, and go into Shadow Isles and look for the Senna and stuff like that. You can pivot slightly out and like try to go a different avenue, right? The other thing is you could always just choose a subpar comp that is an S tier to play and play it, you know? I really, like we're seeing here right now, I don't really see a whole lot of people playing mutants, man. Yeah, they'll take the Belvest later in the game, but you can rock mutants. I've had plenty of games where I just out-tempo the lobby because everybody's contesting the same units, so nobody hits their upgraded pairs. Meanwhile, I got an upgraded Rek'Sai, I got an upgraded Vel'Koz, upgraded Cho'Gath. You know, you just start getting too much stats on the board, and then you get a little bit of a win streak, and you get a little bankroll, and you're able to snowball it, right? But on a side note now, going back, I know we're a little bit into the recording or whatnot, but at the start of this game, the reason why I chose the Anvil is because we had a trash opener. We had double Akshan, but we had a large rod and a tier. In this case, you really kind of want to just... I wanted to be able to build items for him, and I wanted to be able to kill the tier, so I was able to make Hodge. I would have made Gunblade too if I got that as well. The issue is we want to get items onto our Akshan as soon as we can. Get 3 items on him. You're going to start seeing me do some max greed stuff here. When you have a 4 streak like this, guys, I think I should have just broke Econ and just kept the Viego 2 out on the board. Because we for sure made ourselves weaker by doing this. What we just did right here. And another thing is, like, people say they struggle when they finally hit diamonds. Well, yeah, you're starting to play with better players now. Like, you don't just stumble into, like, diamond when you play TFT, you know? You roughly know the cookie cutter comps and what to play. But a lot of people don't know is, like, playing large max capped out boards, what to play, when to roll gold, you know? And also, there's a lot of comps that you wouldn't think about that are good that people don't play. Like, a lot of reroll comps, you can't tell me out of, like, the past 50 games I played, no, I haven't seen one player really playing Jinx reroll. I haven't seen one person really playing, like Talia multicaster reroll, you know, double trouble. I think there's a lot of avenues for you to play that aren't just the cookie cutter easy ones to play, and that's why people, like, struggle to climb. There is a lot of options, but you have to understand the game enough to know all the options to play, right? I think Invokers can be good too as well. You have to hit that Karma 3, you have to hit the Taric, you gotta go for those. But I think that's a tempo comp. You have to go based off what the game gives you, right? And my biggest thing is I want to get 3 items on Akshan as soon as I can. And with the bow already slammed on him, the only thing left to really make is Last Whisper. Also, we keep getting gold injections from the, like, the Zaun start, like, at the beginning of the game. But basically, this game is going to be Akshan 3, kind of rocking the Frere Lord opener, and just playing what the game gives us as it comes, right? The big thing that we realize now is that we need is, since we have 3 items on Akshan, we're going to need tank items, and we really kind of struggle to find those. And also, quit, like, when you guys play the game, quit putting so much stress on yourself. Play the game to have fun. Like seriously. Everybody wants to hit Challenger until they know what goes into Challenger, man. Like, is it doable? Yes. I've hit it multiple times. The issue is, you know, if you're any, you know, I make, like, videos in the past where I was like, oh, if you want to hit Challenger, you know, break up with a girlfriend or whatnot, and you're gonna have to know life the game, but real talk, Challenger is only, I think, 250 spots in all of North America out of everybody in North America playing TFT, right? And of those people, there's multiple people with multiple accounts in Challenger, so that limits the pool even more. And most of these people are playing the game 40 hours, 50 hours a week. You know, they stream this game, they play it full time, this is their life. You know, you can't judge yourself comparing to them. Let's say if you're like a father, you know, and you gotta work a job and you gotta, like, provide for, like, a wife and kids and stuff. That's just not realistic, is it? You know, so don't be so hard on yourself, you know? And it's not to say that you couldn't hit Challenger if you didn't have the time, man. You know, and with the amount of free time you probably do have to play the game, by the time you're about to even hit Challenger, the set's going to be basically a new set and the rank's going to reset anyways. Or by the time it takes for you to hit Challenger, the LP to get into Challenger is already like 1,000 LP or some bullshit like that, right? Like, it's a LP margin that's just so big, it, like, flabbergasts you. I think it's easy to hit Challenger when Challenger's like 400 LP or something. I think it's a whole lot harder to hit Challenger when it starts getting up to that 1K, 1.1K crap. And that's like, because as you climb up and you get higher and higher, your MMR stops helping you out as much. And you start getting, like, no LP per win, right? I think I made a mistake by buying the Heimerdinger here, though, guys, by the way. It's such a gold sink that I could have probably went fast 9 much sooner. So if you gotta, I think, and also I've been playing a lot of, Aurelion Soul lately and going fast 9. And I think the fast 9 technology, you don't even buy a Heimerdinger. I think he's a giga-statted unit, but, I think he's just bad for you. And the reason why is it's 18 gold for the turret upgrades. It's 15 gold for just him to become 2-star. It's too much. It's too much. You'd be better off finding a Scion 2, you know, an Akshan 2. No, not Akshan, a Cassante 2, or like a Senna 2. You know, having another 2-star 5 cost, two 2-star 5 costs on the board over just a Heimerdinger, I think it provides more value. You know, and then also he takes up your shop refreshes, right? We're just struggling to make tank items. We know we're on 4-2 right now, so it's not the last of our components that we can get. 5-1, you won't get any more components. So that's why we can just get the health here over an item to finish for Azir, right? I don't know how important Shurima is to have with this Akshan, but I think you should just have it. Also, I think Mechano Swarm is actually bugged, and I don't know if they patched it. But the other tiers of Mechano Swarm, they used to not proc, but it feels redundant rocking double shrink when I already have Last Whisper. So I don't know what would have been best to actually go on the turret upgrades. I think actually going triple repair here would have actually been the best thing to go on Heimerdinger turrets, because we already have enough DPS with Akshan, right? So this might be an instance where it would have been better to go an unconventional route. I think this is the gigabit slots for Heimerdinger turret though right now, right? We're looking to finish off this third tank item here. So we're going for Warmogs or Sunfire or anything that the game will give us. Probably not Zephyr. I mean, you could probably go Zephyr though. And I wasn't going to sell the Vi until I hit Sejuani 2. Because Vi 2 is still a monster, right? And here's me wanting to keep my streak, so I level up here. If you guys didn't know, being level 8 on 4-5 is usually the interval that people get to level 8. So since I want to keep my streak here, you should probably be around here at this point in the game. Also, I've been stuck around 0 LP Masters because I keep, like, fast 9ing with Aurelion Soul and just Hail Mary praying. When in all reality, I should just play flexibly standard level, present strongest board, and just play, like, the meta comps. And I could have probably already been Grandmaster, but I just keep messing around too much. So, you know, that's something to note for you guys. Like, if you're struggling to climb, are you... It's gonna sound bad, but like, are you actually tryharding? Are you playing like the best comps? Are you positioning for every combat? Like, look here, I'm doing like some scouting, but I'm really not, you know. But that's because I really don't have any like super big goals to hit Challenger right now. It's a lot of games. I don't know if I don't really enjoy this set as much as past sets, guys. I don't know about you, but this set feels a little, I don't know, bland compared to like when Tom Kench was a 5 cost. When we had like Jinx as a 5 cost, I don't know. The 5 costs of this set, like, which are supposed to be the wow factor, just isn't there for me. Like, the biggest wow factor is a Heimerdinger turret, dude. Like, what? You know, it's just not there for me. You used to have Tom Kench gurgling people and spinning them out and shit. And I was trying to move this Akshan around to be able to... I thought I was going to fight the Kale person, so I wanted to have... And I thought he would switch positioning, and I kind of want him to snipe him. And the biggest thing I will say here is don't do what I'm about to do here in a second, okay? I thought I wanted to have a Mr. 100 game, right? I'm like, oh, Mr. 100 game coming in hot here. So I power level up. Now, there are instances, guys, where you lose now, and you lose your win streak, and you lose all of your gold, and then one of these reroll players just stomps your board, and then now you don't have the econ to be able to fill out your board. I still need Sejuani 2, Azir 2, Lissandra 2, you know, then some legendaries to go out onto the board. I need a whole lot more gold, and I just nuked my whole bankroll on my I wanted the Mr. 100, bro. I wanted the YouTube thumbnail, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But this is not proper play, what I just did there. And I'm trying to position my Akshan around, like, I should have moved my Akshan for the rogues, because the rogues are always just going to dash to the back line, right? And I lost my Mr. 100 streak here, so that felt really bad. I think I should have sold my Lissandra to make this edge, but hindsight's 2020. You know, I was trying to max greed. Is what it is. Another thing is, like, people say they get really contested in their games, and also when you fight the Ghost for Kale guys, by the way, she doesn't have her waves, so you usually just auto win this matchup, but you guys need to scout and actually see what other people are going, right? Like, I'm pretty sure you could go Akshan every game if you just scouted, because usually the people who are going it are holding it, and they slam items on them early and often. You know, like, it's not that difficult. You could play, like, flexible, Shurima, where you alternate between the variation where you go Garen for the Demacia or you don't. You guys are going to see here, I have 92 HP. There's no point for me to roll down this gold. I nuked my econ in terms of, like, the Mr. 100, but if not, now there's no reason. I have 92 HP. Even if I lose combats, I get to bankroll all my money back up. And I should start going to look to pivot my board into 2-star 5 costs. I don't think I need 3 Frere Lord. I already have you'd rock the Frere Lord for basically the shred I think it provides, but we already have a Last Whisper and double shrink. So Lissandra should probably become, you know, Aatrox 2 or something. Senna. Azir should probably become, you know, or like Cassante for Lissandra. Azir probably should become the Senna. You know, you're just gonna get rid of these items. I don't really have Ahri items or anything. You really want to keep the Shurima out on the board for our Akshan, because it does a lot for him when he ascends. The person FF because they're no fun. But anyways, hope you guys have a good day, and I would like to see, like, more constructive feedback in terms of, like, helping out other players and stuff over just, like, negativity. I think that's a better way of putting it. Alright, have a good day, guys. Peace.